Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back. How are we all doing? Welcome back. I hope all is well with you. So I'm here just to react on a post that CS made, and that post has to do with what is going on as we speak in Burkina Faso. Many of us know that Burkina Faso happen to be a country that many people are looking at and be like, when you look at what is going on in Burkina Faso, because of the leadership of the current government of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, and the development that he's bringing to his people, the the dream of many African countries is taking place as we speak in Burkina Faso, and many young nations like USB, United States of Biafra, and other government of Africa, even other continent from other continents, they are looking at Burkina Faso to find out what is going on there. What is Burkina Faso doing? What are they doing? The level of their advancement, like these are countries that have been under bad governance and bad leaders for years. So, is one of the countries that when you look at it, you say, I want to know what is going on. I want to be part of it. The attraction that the current government of Burkina Faso, the attraction they are bringing to the people of the world, it's worth emulating. People are paying attention, trying to understand, trying to be part of it, trying to get close to the government of Burkina Faso, because they have done what other countries are still struggling to do. I'm not saying they are perfect yet, but the process and the pattern they are following is worth emulating. And USB government as a new nation are not lacking behind. As we speak, there's a conference going on there, and USB government are there representing, doing all they can to be part and parcel of the tournament, of the conference, or whatever you may call it. Here on your screen, you can see. Let me expand it a little bit so that you understand what I'm talking about. So CS made this post, and we must go through it properly. All right. So here is international departures, and you have our sister here representing. She's there live and direct to represent United States of Biafra. Here is Ibrahim Traore and many other Africans. Many important personalities are there. You can see 2025. So Adi Burkina Faso. So here is, I only know this Molumba. This is the only person I know. I think I know this man, but I don't know his name. So many things are going on, and USB government are representing with everything in them. They are doing all they can to be part and parcel of this new development and advancement, because nothing goes for nothing, right? So now, CS made this post and said, the United States of Biafra government, represented by Honorable Bishop Mwezu, currently participating in diplomatic talks in Burkina Faso on behalf of new nation, of course, on behalf of United States of Biafra. Thanks, President Traore. She made this post. I wish she should have just tagged this post to Traore, of course. Traore, that's the name. I know. Sorry if I pronounce it wrongly, but the people call him Ibrahim Traore. Some said Ibrahim Traore. So I'm not from Burkina Faso, but you know who I'm talking about, right? This gentleman here, very young and very, very vibrant. Now, there's other things I want to bring to your notice in case if you're not aware. And before then, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, this is going to be a quick one. I'm not here to spend all the time, but I just want to draw your attention to the activities of USB so far, in case if you are contemplating and ask, because I've seen many people asking questions. What are they doing? What are they? I am not a member of the cabinet. Get it? Don't get it twisted. Just get it clear, because I know some of you, some people in the associates, in the associate, they will be like, "Oh, you say, I thought you said that you are independent. How do you know those things?" This is from CS, Twitter handle. It is there in public domain. You can lay hand on that and understand what's going on, even though you disagree on many things. I am not like you. Okay. Now, there are something I want to bring to your attention here. which is what USB have done, and nobody's talking about it. How many of you remembered when people were like, okay, Nigerians, like Nigerian media, that Master can actually, call them something today? I don't know if I've watched the video. Master was asking for their presence in the court because he said that they are very good at, in twisting words and reporting falsehood. Of course, that's what they're known for. I'm not here to talk about it, but I just want to call your attention on something very, very important. Remember when that the freeze of this world and Reno Mockery, many of them using their platform, propagating or trying to analyze to find out how possible it could be to repatriate PM from Finland to Nigeria. It was trending. People were, even Musa was actually commenting on that things that they're working hard on that. You think they said it without pushing? They pushed. Have you ever asked yourself what stopped it? Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that nobody's talking about repatriating PM back to Nigeria? It was a thing of possibility. Like they were looking at it and we can do it. We can get hold of him. My question to you is, what stopped it? What has changed? Oh, you actually believe it's a Finland court? Is that what you believe? You must be a joker. Something happened. USB government dragged Finland to European court. It is not in the news. Nobody's talking about it. I knew this for a very long time, but I decided not to talk about it because the source told me not to. But now, it is now in the public. And we have to discuss about it a little bit because if Mama you need to praise it. It won't deduct money from your account. Be real. This issue about repatriating PM, sending him back to Nigeria, could have been a thing of possibility. That is not the fact, because mine are above meaning that for the fact Finland could descend too low to carry out what they have done, simply because of laying hands in one or two things, natural resources, oil, of course. It could be Zafara good, I don't know. But be it as it may, they pushed to repatriate PM to send him back to Nigeria, because all the Nigerian government and what they wanted, to be honest with you, is to eliminate him. Imagine what they're doing with Mazamukana compared to what they would have done to PM, who actually resist them. Because after the kidnap of Mazamukana, the person that slowed it this far is PM. If you're an able person, you think otherwise, you must be a joker. Do you understand? We need to bring this to people's notice. I have seen clips, videos from different people confirming, testifying that Biafran IPOBs are not the one responsible to insecurity going on. Even those who connived to tag IPOB as a terrorist organization are now saying things differently. They are now, trying to be a good citizen. After Mazamukano called Omai as one of his testifier, somebody that he's going to, face in the court as he represents himself. Omai and all of them are now trying to say the truth. They are not trying to be real. They are not trying to make things like for people to understand what happened. They were not saying anything. All of them don't talk about the issue of PMO. I'm coming back to that, but I want to point at this. They are not telling you that, look, PM is not they said that he's the problem. That's why they reported all the fires, all the kidnapping, killing going on in Nigeria, in Biafra land. IPOB DOS forwarded that to Finnish government in collaboration with Bianco Ojukwu. God forbid. Bianco no. Bianco no. All right? They forwarded it to Finland to hold that against PM. Today, the governors, both ex and president, who actually supported those things, using the Bubago to commit crimes and label it on PM and Biafrans and IPOB, they use that against PM as an evidence. Now, one of them are saying this. Pay attention. Listen. Watch this.
Myself from talking about IPOB or ESN, but just because you've constantly been mentioning it, let me throw a little bit light to that. In as much as IPOB and ESN is to a number of people is like a necessity due to insecurity in Southeast, and they have their demands, they have their agitations, they have, what, according to them, making them angry. But let me tell you the truth of what is happening. There are bandits everywhere. There are criminals everywhere. There are cultists everywhere. So what happens now in South is that criminals who may not necessarily be members of IPOB and the ESN. We go
underline this part. Criminals who may not necessarily be member of IPOB or ESN. Underline that part. That's the key word. Who are those criminals? Did you hear him mentioning, as when he called IPOB and ESN, did he mention the Bible? The answer is no. The answer is no. You get the point. Now, why did he not mention that? Because he knew that those ones are under the government. The Bible is working for the government. We all know this. Now listen.
And commit crime. And they needed a name. So it's safer for them to say, oh, we are members of ESN. We are members of IPOB. So that the, in quote, the persecution of IPOB and ESN by the federal government, we cover them. That is what is happening in Southeast. Because the IPOB people and the ESN have a number of times come out to say, look, we are not, into terrorism. We are not into violence. We're simply agitating. And these people that are burning police stations, these people that are killing, they are not our members. And so how do you reconcile the two? And that's the kind of self-help, that is unfolding, because somebody is killed, he cannot defend themselves, and then somebody comes out to say, oh, we're going to defend you. And then the person tends to have confidence in that person, even though it's illegal. But he wants life.
Now, he's here quoting what IPOB said, what they said, how they distance themselves from criminality and all that. But he did not tell you the opinion of IPOB when he supported the IPOB should be labeled as a terrorist organization. What has changed? What changed is simple. It's now clear to him that Master Kano, he has made a list of people that Master Kano wants in the court. Him is one of them. And the statement from him is not changing somehow. But let's not forget that PM, that many of them were pushing for him to be repatriated back to Nigeria. They claim that he is the one committing insecurity and carrying out insecurity, and even Finland know that he's not. But because of man, that's why I keep on saying that as if you ask me now, if I can make a wish to God Almighty, God of creation, I will demand that oil should be dried off in the whole land, anything in Nigeria, anything even in our own land, let oil dried off, because our problem started from oil. If not oil, nobody cares to be with you. Nobody cares to even drag you to their nonsense. This nonsense they're doing in the name of building a country. It's about oil, and that oil have turned to become something else to us. But thank God that USB government, they are the one that resisted this repatriation, this sending back and all that. The same way PM stopped them from pushing Amaka from Canada back to Nigeria. There's a trending video from some people from Oduduwa land, all right, that called for head of rejoicing and celebrating how the demolition structures in Lagos, this demolition of structures, Igbo business and buildings and what have you in Lagos. They're called Igbo people magas. The video is out there. I have played it time with that number. The thing is this: have you seen anybody trying to look for those ones? Is it being discussed in Nigerian mainstream media? It's not. That's why I told you that if you don't, you have to tell your own history. The moment you begin to shy away from it, the more you are giving them license to get hold of you. without looking back, without even any sympathy or empathy. They will make sure they trample on you. They make sure they will trample on you. They make sure they will do everything to disgrace you. You have nowhere to go to. You don't have nobody to complain. You have nobody to rescue you. The same man, you see our brother crying in Abuja about what Sharia court did to him, right? At the end of that video, do you know who he called to come for his rescue? A very dark man. That is the height of it. So no longer court of appeal, judicial court, court of appeal, Supreme Court of law, whatever, blah blah blah, Nigerian constitution. You don't hear that. Did you hear him calling Keshos to come and rescue him? I need to get them muzzle. I need to get them muzzle. As if you are destroying an Igbo, you are the one shouting to get them muzzle. That man did not call for Jovika to come and rescue. Did he call for Udele? No. Did he call for Chukofe? Mba. Who did he call? Very dark man. PM was here. When PM was there, you know what that means. You know what that means when PM was here. So some may say, but you say you are in a USB. What about USB? Because that's a common question from CRC citizens. CRC, oh no, not CRC. The CRC citizens is different. Their own is now from they say that they are autopilot. I'm struggling to call them autopilot. From Lazuba Republic and the Faceless Unite. These are people that are pushing another narrative, liars and deceivers, propagandists in a very, very poor format. They don't know how to even do propaganda properly. They are lying before everybody, and even a child of 3 years can see through what I'm saying. Anyway, I just wanted to understand that if you don't take another thing from this video, keep this in your mind. The people that stop Nigerian government from sending PM or even pushing again to send him back to Nigeria is USB, using the European courts. Not Finland. Finland was actually falling into that trap. Finland was ready to do it. If you don't know it. So credit to who credit is due, and make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about all we discussed so far. Do you agree or disagree? Of course, you may have a different opinion for what I said, but what matters is the truth. So make sure you let us know in the comment section your take. God bless you. See you again. Bye bye for now. Take care.